big step back and realize that this is a lane that they can farm and push, and we do see that Dardoch is sneaking around behind here, and Broken Blade just taunted forward. Ooh.
Yeah, Broken Blade, obviously he comes out on top in the trade there, but now after the fact,
I think
he'll need to be aware of what's going on here. Ward dropped down into the brush. Speaking now joining in. Remember, Viper is at 200 HP here at the beginning, but we're seeing exactly what Olaf is made of here in the early part of this fight. Viper tries to go in to finish off Broken Blade, but instead he's going to just be smashed into the ground. And here comes TSM. See you later. It's a double kill for Broken Blade. They're trying to clean this one up at least. Phoenix is going to grab one kill in retaliation there. Spica and Bjergsen working together to take him down. A little bit more damage will do it, but well played by Phoenix to make sure he gets a double there as things end. Viper with the TP back into the lane won't quite be able to find the damage. Bjergsen walks away, no health, no mana. It is a bloodbath on the top side. Broken Blade runs back into the lane, says, bro, did you forget? This game could turn into a top diff real quick.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. You know, thankfully for him, it's not like he's against like a Jax or Camille who's just going to 1v9 the game. You know, Shen being strong does matter, and I will say that Shen is one of the tanks that because
up in gold 2 compared to TSM, despite that early kill advantage TSM got for themselves. TP's coming in now from Dignitas. Viper's gone into the ulti. Dominus is a rockin' and a rollin'. Afro moves over the wall. Double in some trouble. He is exploded! Good lord, man, that damage coming through. The Rift Herald is taken by Dignitas. Double Lift is taken out of the picture, and that collapse was so well done.
Fortunately for him, that would mean that the dive would get called off. Perhaps I misread that animation, but that did look like a taunt. And now it's Dignitas' turn, seeing that they were down on that bottom side, that Bjergsen is missing. They know there's multiple members down there. They're going to look actually 4v2 dive here. Bjergsen is basing. Baby. They do have double TP, but I don't know if you're going to be able to respond in time.
Shelly's ready to go to tank this turret. Dive coming through. TP's going to show up. Can Dignitas actually go for this? Dardoch is underneath the turret, but now he's going to be... Oh, no, Dignitas. Everything goes wrong, and I mean everything. TSM coming around now for an even greater counterattack. Chilling smite down onto the croc. Flash away from Johnson, but here comes Broken Blade trying to make sure he's got the backup for his ally. They're underneath the turret. They're cleaning everybody up. Johnson staying alive. A little bit more damage coming out as Bjergsen wants to finish him off.
Are you kidding?
Johnson is just sidestepping everything. He dies at the very end, but he avoids enough to take Bjerg with him.
Damn, that was there. And then gets killed by that Scatter of the Week. So nicely played by Johnson, showing why this guy's getting a lot of recognition.
Quite on the same page. I think they were all in the same chapter at least. They knew what the homework was. They just didn't do it.
To me, it felt like there was a little bit of panic when they started seeing the teleports coming in and realizing, oh god, we gotta go. And then maybe a little bit of miscommunication as far as who's going to start it off, you know, when you're going for those tower dives. But Spica's here. This could be a 2v2.
Oh, baby, 2v2 breaking out. Here comes the cavalry with that big old laser across the map. And once again, it's Johnson from all the way over there in somewhere Wisconsin shooting
70 games played as far as competitive goes. And that is the stuff of nightmares when he gets forth. And Spica's getting lower and lower. And Johnson's just healing everyone through all the damage that TSM actually landed. So eventually TSM ends up at this point where Spica's sitting like 30-40% good hard engage. You know, these long extended trades back and forth are dangerous, but now they're TPing for a play on the top side.
Oh, they are going for this real bad now as we're going to see the laser come in. Oh, but the damage!
Now you see him, now you don't, Flowers. You're a wizard, Bjergsen.
I blinked and his health bar was gone. That is Spellbinder Syndra. She pressed the
good chance that Bjergsen could just straight up, you know, run away from Dardoch. He can't stay on top of him. So they're going to need some sort of crowd control to really be able to send him in there. But Broken Blade may catch Phoenix.
Oh, nicely done there. Phoenix needed another half second on that back to actually go home.
He's got to run.
Viper's showing up, but Broken Blade's just going for the outplay. He's just trying to smack him around, forces the flash out of the enemy mid laner. Viper will try to finish this one off here, but is he even strong enough to do it? No, he's not. Viper is too far behind the curve of the game, too far behind the power level of Broken Blade. Mid lane turret. And TSM would like to put themselves at that soul point, make it so Dignitas has to answer every Drake thereafter. But right now it is Dignitas with control over the bottom side of the river. Viper goes in after Broken Blade. Dominus is used here. Dignitas are investing into this kill onto the TSM top laner, and those investments pay dividends. Viper gets the kill, but TSM says, you want a Drake? Take it. We're going after the real prize here. It's a 4-man Baron attempt coming out from TSM. Ward over the wall from Afromu, sees what's going on.
Finish.
Johnson, Phoenix, and Afromu have to try to stop this one, but Baron is taken down by TS.
So the Chakram stacked up and just shredding through that Baron. They're also going to be able to grab this top lane tier 2. With that, Doublelift is going to have a huge injection of gold. I mean, he's even sitting on a bounty because of the amount of farm he has, which always feels pretty bad when you're 0-1.
Mercury treads on Phoenix. Nothing on the AD carry, and now we got some trouble breaking out. Shockwave gonna force the flash away from Bjergsen, but the damage onto Dardoch. The headwear is in there, the hat makes the difference.
Oh, the AoE.
And Dignitas, run for the hills, boys! This one is a frightening as Viper grabs a kill onto Spica there on the back end of the fight. He manages to get himself away. That is a 1-for-1. It's jungler for jungler. But TSM is in much better...
For it, but they are starting this up. Remember, Afromu has Smite. TSM does not because neither jungler is here. But he doesn't have Flash.
You can see that health bar disappearing in front of your eyes right about now. TP coming in. Dignitas knows they got to go for this. Baron is already down to 4K. Viper may go in over the wall. The Baron will be slain. Spica responsible for that one. And Dignitas has to go for something. They cannot let TSM get it for free. They need to pursue something here. But TSM is getting away. And they make the call again. These Barons from TSM are winning this game for them.
Yeah, and you just can't chase into Syndra. You can find some sort of a flank, but they have no deep wards. There's no real options for TPs. So as long as TSM play it slow, play it smart, they should not be in much trouble. Bjergsen is coming over. Phoenix and Johnson have got to be careful here. In goes to Stand United.
Staying on the other side of the terrain, Bjergsen keeping himself safe. Taunt comes through, damage goes out, Phoenix goes gold. The stasis will only keep him alive for a moment as Bjergsen is now on a killing spree, and with the Dignitas mid laner dead, TSM sees their opportunity to go in. Exactly. What is Johnson going to do against a Baron up minion wave and a 5-man TSM push? Bottom lane inhibitor turret is gone, and TSM is on to the inhibitor itself. I fully expect this to be game. Dignitas will do everything they can to prevent that, but the redemption coming down to keep the health bars locked and loaded. Bjergsen just decided Afromu doesn't get to play League of Legends anymore. He will press the delete key on him as well. Control and alt not even necessary. League of Legends is not being played by Dignitas anymore. TSM pushing for the win on the last Nexus turret. Broken Blade leading the charge. Bjergsen looking for some damage here. He's very low on mana, but it does not matter. The Nexus will drop, and it was a close game for a long time, but TSM will take game 1.
Good start here for TSM. A lot of credit deserved, I think, by the solo laners here from TSM. Broken Blade critical in some of those early skirmishes. Bjergsen being... It looks like it is just going to be set in the mid lane and go towards the Braum. So this does feel like an incredibly low damage composition. Before that, you really don't have a lot going on. But Dardoch has snuck around here behind Bjergsen.
Okay, Bjergsen with the Ghost trying to get himself away here. Dardoch does show up, although he won't be able to get a kill. That's plenty of orbs that he can pick up and work towards that evolution. But Spica is hanging out. He's ready to go. Finds half of Dardoch's health bar pretty much immediately. And Dardoch wants to try to get away from this one. Second Spear's not going to find the mark. Bjergsen going in. He's drowsy, but the damage comes out. The Haymaker won't find the mark. Bjergsen looking to fight for his life. Phoenix needs a little bit more damage to finish this one off. The auto attack will do it. And Phoenix makes it a 2-for-1.
They are. And I also want to kind of highlight the reason for that aggressive trade from Broken Blade. So Viper hadn't gotten Styx yet, and Broken Blade hadn't used his teleport. So when your opponent has already based and come back to lane, and you're going to base, so we'll call that off as Phoenix is going to get jumped on.
Spica with a lot of damage onto the Dignitas mid laner, taking him down to half HP. Now even lower, here comes the ulti as Dignitas will try to outplay this one, but they've already lost Phoenix. Now they're going to lose Johnson. Both Dignitas carries out of the picture. Bjergsen, whether...
they are having more emphasis again on other players besides Bjergsen. And people complain about this not because Bjergsen is bad at tanks and not because he is bad at support.
That interaction finally paid off, but it's very hard. It's very rare for that to actually end up paying dividends there, as Dardoch tries to use the ulti to escape away from Bjergsen and Spica, but they are in hot pursuit. The spear goes through. Spica is on the hunt, baby.
And Johnson very late on that ult.
And the set is just fine. Mercury treads alone appearing to be enough to take care of this one as Dardoch doesn't even have a chance to respond. No ulti's going to come through. Stun comes down. TSM is making this look easy.
Scrim Nidalee showed her face. Finally, we're seeing why people are like, yeah, this champ's OP. Let's get in there every game. You're getting nothing, and Johnson now, no fun zone for him, no flash available. Spear lands. You are dead, my friend.
It was scrims all along. TSM
the whole time?
is just doing so. Always was, man. And one, he's got treats nearby. Nobody from Dignitas wants anything to do with this, and wisely so. Just let that one slip through. Deal with it later. Right now, you gotta not try to take. And I'm all about it.
They're looking for the dive here. TP coming in, 3 men top.
They got to make this work. If they don't find this kill in a Broken Blade, it is a tragedy here for Dignitas. Drowsy goes through, Sleep comes down, Dardoch moves out, and Dignitas get there, man. Well played there. Converging on the top side. Solo laners and jungler broke because you don't see a lot of Kayn, so it has very poor funding. But anyway, he's a real champion now. He did manage to get all the orbs he needed in the top side, and now we've got a dive coming through from TSM. But with the TP arriving and Bjergsen missing the Haymaker, Dignitas may be able to turn this one around. That's going to be a lot of shutdown money if they're able to get it. Viper, you need a little bit more damage, buddy, but it's not coming through. Viper getting too hyphy, trying to make the plays. Ends up giving another kill over to Spica. Dignitas will at least grab themselves their first turret of the game here in the top side. Around 7 out of 8 KP. Rift Herald summoned up here in the top side. Turret goes down. Stand United coming in, Broken Blade, just making sure it doesn't turn into a counterplay or anything like that, but he did want to guarantee Bjergsen's escape. Is then having to contest every Drake for the rest of the game. Otherwise, it's Ocean Soul on a comp with 2 massive
Oh, good
tanks.
poke.
Double lift below half HP. Viper coming in from behind. Double lift with the flash over the wall, keeping himself alive. Here comes that big piercing shadow as Viper's now the first one to die in the team fight. Double lift grabbing the kill onto him. 3-man knockup coming out from Dignitas. Aframu walking away as you've got Dardoch in the middle of 4, in the middle of 5, keeping himself somehow alive. Here comes the knockup over the wall. Phoenix needs a little bit more damage to make this one happen. It's a triple kill for the Zoe. Oh my goodness gracious, a quadra kill. The paddle star will not find the mark. Double lift goes for the damage, but Noble Sacrifice Aframu will stand in front of the shots and die for his...
Dignitas can pull up the miracle again, but TSM have full control of this pit, and they have the level advantage here on the jungle.
We ain't done yet, as the Drake is secured by TSM. Dignitas see no more reason to fight, and wisely so. Unfortunately, Dardoch is way too close, and that means an easy pick there for TSM with the flash taunt of Broken Blade. Enemy jungler dead.
Phoenix does check over the wall, and it'll be up to him to try to poke them off.
Aframu could be vulnerable here. Bjergsen going in, Afro the target at the start. There's your follow-up CC from the Shen. Broken Blade grabbing the kill there. Phoenix still trying to kite himself away. Bjergsen on the front line. Haymaker keeps him nice and healthy. Nothing to it but to do it. TSM pick up 2.
Again, they are telling him. Phoenix does have a lot of damage here. Doubles and Bjergsen both chunk from that. Doubles in trouble.
Dardoch with a 2-man knockup here yet again. Viper into the middle of 5, but oh, he just can't do the damage he needs to do. However, they will manage to get TSM out of here. Baron, reckless abandon. TSM taking down their 4th turret of the game here with that tier 2 in the top side. And they're not stopping. Dignitas is not in the right position. What is going on? Phoenix is walking over. He fires off a Sleepy Trouble Bubble. It hits a minion. There's nothing that he can do alone against this. TSM just take the inhibitor for free because no one from Dignitas was there to stop them. Dignitas moving in now, trying to find some sort of a chance on the back end of things. Nice Haymaker there from Bjergsen to make sure that he doesn't take any extra damage, risk getting too close to the grave. And with the home guard bonus,
or it expired.
Aframu decides to engage, but Double Lift with the immediate shift over the wall is perfectly safe. Aframu at 200 HP means he might as well be removed from the fight. He's already used his ultimate as well, so he doesn't have any long-range options. Dardoch is in the Drake pit here, wants to make this a 50-50 against Spica. He's 1 level down, so he has the worst smite. TSM, they don't want to 50-50 this. They want to try to remove Dardoch immediately. Dignitas does not want to allow that. Dardoch's keeping himself alive here with the ulti. Viper diving into the middle of 5 here yet again. Nice 3-man ulti, nice 3-man knockup coming out there from Dardoch as the damage goes through, and it's the Kayn onto the Drake. Dardoch will deny the Ocean Soul from TSM.
Oh, and now Phoenix might actually get a kill. Spica. So low. Gee, if you give over the permanent Ocean Soul buff to a multi-tank team that you already can barely deal with. So they had the force, but TSM will still come out massively on top in the trade. And Doublelift also adding even more defensive itemization in now, has the QSS. So he has tons of armor, tons of MR. No, but Dignitas has the wave clear, right? So you just put Baron buff in three lanes, and they can't actually clear it out. So they just walk up to the turret and kill it off.
Well, there we go. Bjergsen punches it to death. Senna ulti comes through. Bjergsen's not going to be dead anytime soon. Ulti comes down after moving the front line. But will it even matter? He's taunted up. He's nearly taken down. Bjergsen also so close to death's door. Nobody's dead on either side, but Dignitas are on the retreat. TSM, they're taking down the inhibitor in the bottom lane. Top lane inhib is exposed. Mid lane inhib is exposed. The Dignitas base will be reduced to rubble here as Phoenix tries to go forward, fire off some more paddle stars. It's looking pretty bleak here, Azale.
But look at Dardoch. He's behind them, so they actually have to try to force this fight on triple inhib.
They're going for the fight right now. However, Doublelift's already grabbing the kill onto Afromoo, and it's over before it even begins. Phoenix tries to find some damage, but forced to use his real flash to get away there as he was just a bit too close to the TSM players. And now all three inhibs. Oh no, you lose your jungler right now.
He's out of there, it looks like.
It's got to be GG. Nope, Bjergsen is a man on a mission. He goes for the ulti, but he can't quite close the distance. Broken Blade with the flash and the taunt. Dardoch still in danger. Goes for the ulti. TSM falling back, trying to keep him within reach. Dardoch now getting CC'd, but some nice knockups coming through. A lot of CC being responded with now onto the lines of TSM. Tree's going to be taken very low. Bjergsen trying to run away. Doublelift going godlike. Viper once again not able to find any sort of an option. Afromoo also going to fall on the back end of the fight. And TSM kill 3. They don't even need the soul to make it happen here. Spica's taking a lot of damage as they chase forward, but Johnson and Phoenix will not be able to stand against this TSM tide. Roll it into their base. There it is. Nexus turret's gone. TSM will take us to match point.
Really strong game here from Spica. You've got to give so much fire with fire. You can go towards a Jax. Jax is great against TF, great against Camille. It is the early Dragons. You have the winning bot lane 2v2. And more importantly, you want to be able to force TSM to come to you later on when you are strong for 5v5. This one gank has stopped that. This has given TSM the first Dragon.
Very much feeling the pain right about now. In a 0-0 game, being up 1,000 gold tells a good story about your early game. You can see Bjergsen with that Catalyst of Aeons in the inventory, going for the Rod of Ages early on, wants to be tankier here on the Twisted Fate. Viper bonks his head into the wall, doesn't go exactly where he wants to be, and with the Hextech ultimatum coming down, First Blood is issued, and it's TS.
Missile, which I assume he still would go towards. But they're looking for a 4-man play down here on this bottom side. TP coming in from Viper. Doublelift's probably dead.
Nice arrow onto Doublelift. He has the black shield to be able to deny the second part of the Ornhorn, but Treats can't say the same. He will be the sacrificial lamb, but what did he actually sacrifice for? A whole lot of nothing, it looks like, because Johnson picks up the kill, and Dignitas are making some moves across the map. That's what you like to see. Viper saying,
upside is he used his DP much earlier than Broken Blade, so it would come back up. But they're going to trade this for a straight-up full tower kill. So that is going to be a monstrous Camille. This might honestly just be Triforce done now at 12 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised.
I believe it is.
So
that is gold.
Yeah, that is
champion select 8 plays throughout the regular season. By far his most played champion. If the man's going to pop off, it will be on this one. As the Rift Herald is
having some incredible sidesteps and very good play overall, but you just can't win in the same way. Broken Blade, though, going in for the all-in.
It is Flash and Flash, both committed by these top laners. Viper with some nice CC. Viper with the solo kill. Give him the bonk.
I just spent the last couple of minutes talking about how TSM put all their effort into getting Broken Blade ahead. You just got 1v1 solo because that 1v1 went bad for TSM. They decided we're not going to contest this dragon. So that was 2 going the way of Dignitas. The next one means they're at soul point, right? And again, TSM don't want to necessarily take fights ultimate. You know, if you're just getting run over and your team's behind, then your ultimate doesn't really do that much. Can TSM stop this whatsoever? Spica, I think he's not going to be there in time.
Arrow fired off at Bjergsen to keep him away, and Dignitas are on soul point. Viper's in the front line, tanking everything up. He is CC'd for about 1.5 years. It's just about over. There we go. Now he's walking away, but Phoenix nearly killed off as well. Viper going back to block that shot. TSM still looking to chase further forward. Dignitas firing off that Ornhorn. Will not get the CC because it is
they're trying to wrap around
by Spica. TSM still does not want to let Dig out of this one. What is the call here from Dignitas? Spica barely alive still. Dardoch on the front line, damage coming through. Dardoch is still alive. Broken Blade trying to jump in. Now Doublelift's grabbing the kill onto Johnson. And with the 80 carry gone, Dignitas' chances of winning this fight must just be evaporated. Doublelift takes about 1/3 of his
Bjergsen's
HP
going to ult back from
the
base.
Battlestar.
They're just trying to keep him here forever. They're waiting for
Yeah,
Bjergsen to base and come back.
Oh,
this is hilarious. It's fish in a
arrive.
barrel.
Oh no, they're all just standing there waiting for their impending doom. Dardoch is stuck in the Drake pit. He hops over the wall. Bjergsen's rejoined the fight. Doublelift grabbing himself a kill there. Broken Blade getting one on to Afro move. Viper now going to be cut down. Doublelift looking to make even more happen. Bjergsen grabbing a kill too. It is an ace for TSM. Patience is of...
They were able to kind of play that out. And honestly, I think they played it very intelligently because the team fighting is really strong on Dignitas. If they just YOLO, doesn't prevent your death. And a really interesting, really well-played team fight from TSM. Sure, some criticism can be thrown the way of Johnson for stepping on that.
We're going to leave the base at this point. Baron buff still active for another minute and 20. 2,000 gold already earned from your Baron power play there as TSM just in complete control. After that fiasco in the bottom lane, sticking around for so long and just having the TF show back up to the fight, it's just disaster town. Here for you, brother, as TSM are closing in on his base. Look at the damage onto Dardoch. Now he's having to walk away, a shield down onto him to try to keep him alive. TSM have smashed in that tier 3 turret. They're going for their first inhib now. You've still got Bjergsen hanging out in the top lane, applying split push pressure. Broken Blade doing the same thing in the bottom lane. Isaac, it's almost like you are a professional analyst for this damn video game because you said in Champ Select they won't be able to deal with TF and Camille in the side lanes, and now TF...
Triforce on one side, you have Lich Bane on the other. If you ever expose a turret, you're going to lose everything, and it looks like TSM may just close the game here because this is the third inhib they're going to go for. Dignitas looks like they want to fight, but that's just Spica.
Oh, and there is no ulti for Dardoch. Recall that that had already been used just moments ago. Bjergsen with a nice stasis, keeping himself safe from the counterattack, showing up from Dig. And with 2 dead on the side of Dignitas, surely enough, this is the end of the series and the end of the line for Dignitas as TSM will put in work on the Nexus turrets. They're gone before I even finish my sentence. TSM will make swift work of Dignitas with a 3-0 victory and will move on to the next round of playoffs.